It's Vicky Kelty here again. And I know it's been a while, but I am back and ready to share something seriously fun for the language learner or language teacher in you, or maybe for both, which would be our case, because as you can see, I'm joined by my fellow online English teacher, Sannie, who, as I'm sure you will soon agree, should have her own Netflix original all about how she helps learners to speak English authentically with Netflix, which is going to be our focus today. And maybe if we're lucky, she'll share a little about her soon to be released miniseries podcast as well. Maybe.
Definitely.
Obviously, yes. So today is really all about showing you how to get more out of your Netflix and just having more fun with it. Without further ado, we're going to jump right in with round one. We've divided today into rounds. So round one, Sannie, please take it away and describe how this first round is going to play out.
Okay, hi everyone. So the first round is called Catfish, and it is based on the Netflix original series, The Circle, which personally I really enjoyed, although Vicky did not enjoy the series. And it's all about, I think it's like 7 or 8 people in an apartment, their own little apartment, and they're pretending to either be a catfish or they're playing as their self. And in the end, the last one standing is the winner, and they win lots of money. Vicky isn't going to win a lot of money in this round.
Because I'm not good at guessing who's telling the truth and lying, or for another reason?
Well, because we don't have like $100,000.
Oh, okay. I thought you were hinting at how horrible I play.
Well, that too. Oh my gosh. Right. So how we're gonna play in our version is that I'm going to show you, I create a little presentation with some people who are either actual people in my life or a catfish. And I'm going to give a little explanation, and then you can ask me some questions for further investigation. And then
I like my investigation.
Exactly.
Not that I'm good at them, but I like them.
Right. So let's
I should have brought my little clue sheet that has like the all the questions that you want to ask to figure out who the killer is, but adapt it for catfishing.
Yeah. And your magnifying glass,
Yes, that is also something I'm lacking. Next time.
Next time.
All right, take it away.
Okay. So let me share my screen. So this is Nikki Davis, and she's actually my best friend. She's a dentist. She is fluent in Portuguese. She actually studied in Brazil for a few years. And as you can see here, she loves like drama and like creative stuff, with, as you can see by her fancy photo. And she's 28. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's my turn to ask questions, I suppose. Yeah, I can see like a carnival vibe with the photo. That's what I first think of since you said Brazil, right?
Right.
Tell me, what is her favorite food?
Oh, she loves pizza. Why? I don't know.
Because pizza's really good.
It's like so common. Like, try something like interesting, like, I don't know, caviar. I don't even know how that tastes.
Maybe you need to try something interesting. Right? How about you try it first? Then let us know, and we'll see if we need to switch from pizza. So she's your best friend. How long have you known each other?
Oh, since like high school, since like first or second form in high school. Yeah. Do you say first and second form? I don't know the American school system, so I guess you can.
Like that's high school. Okay. So we wouldn't say first or second form, but if it's your first and second year of high school, then like freshman, sophomore year.
Okay. Freshman. Okay, like college. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we use the same terms in college too. What about how often do you all hang out together?
Not a lot now. So she's now living in Canada. So we just text, WhatsApp, Zoom.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
love mystery, so
I know, but I
your
don't.
investigations.
Okay. I'm gonna make my guess. I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say you're really good at this. I'm gonna say that Nikki is your best friend.
I do have a friend named Nikki Davis. Her actual name is Luddy Nikki. It's the most unique name I've ever heard, but this is not her picture. It's not her.
Yeah, it was the picture. I was like, that's why I was hesitant.
Yeah, like everything else is true except she's not into drama or like artsy stuff. It's not really her, but she is a dentist and she did study in Brazil.
And she is in
Fluent
Canada now?
She is in Canada now.
Oh man. I got catfish.
You got catfish. Maybe I could actually be a catfish, since I might have a profession. Maybe I'll get on the show.
I think that you will. Oh my gosh, that was really good. Okay.
So,
oh my gosh, is this your husband?
Yes.
Oh is it really or not? Oh, we're gonna find out. I don't know because I've never asked for a
my
picture
husband.
before. I
As
know
you
his
can
name.
see, he's very handsome. His name is Shota. In Jamaica, a lot of people say Shota because of how it's spelled. So it makes him seem extra cool, I guess. So he's Shota Tanaka. And as you can see here, I can't remember which country this is, but he loves traveling. He's been to like probably over 30 countries by now, which, yeah, I haven't traveled half as much as he has. He's 29. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I see that you are upping the game. I will give you 2 sentences of description. The rest is up to you. Can we ask, we being me, how old are you?
I'm 28. Yeah.
Okay. Are you catfishing me or?
It's really interesting because last year I was telling people I was 28 and then he was like, babe, you're 27. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then when I did the math, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 27. But now I'm officially 28.
Yourself.
I know. Like after 25, it's all
30s,
downhill.
I was gonna say, once you get to your 30s, you stop aging yourself. So how long have you known each other?
Ooh. Since we met, okay, maybe about 2016. So how many years is that? Math. Okay.
I was gonna say it's 5, but
5 or 6
now. Okay, 2016. What's his favorite food?
Ooh, okay, it's a Japanese. It's how do I say it in Japanese? He will be very disappointed in me. Sukiyaki. I don't remember what sukiyaki is, but I think it's sukiyaki.
It is the food that he loves.
And the other one is it's like fried meat. What's the other one? Okay, never mind. Can't remember that. But
There's the love.
there's the
What is your favorite thing to do on the weekend together?
Ooh, okay. We love going to the park and walking and yeah, just hanging out. Yeah, we're very exciting people, as you can tell. You're really exciting.
I just don't believe that. I just imagine like we sit on the sofa and we watch Netflix, Vicky.
That too. You know, relationships are about compromise. I'd rather stay home and like watch Netflix and he wants to go out. So okay.
So you watch it on your phone in the park?
No, that would be really bad.
Okay. I am gonna try again and say that this one is also real, even though I said the last one was real and it wasn't. I really want it to be real because I've years before. So it's like, this is my opportunity.
All right, Vicky, congratulations. It's not real. It's a catfish.
Oh, I am so not winning the money that wasn't on the table to begin with.
Sorry.
Now, did you bring your actual husband in with you?
No,
he's
shy.
You didn't bring any
He
actual
didn't
people,
want me to
catfish.
like, you know, show his picture. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll find another person.
This one seemed more legit because like the other photo, I said, oh, that's really fancy. But some of the style, I confused my brain because you said that she speaks fluent Portuguese, right?
Right.
And so then I was thinking, oh, she's from Brazil and she has
I didn't even think about that. That was very smart of me, actually. Like,
it was because then I thought, oh, so this carnival thing, that makes sense that she would have a fancy picture with that. And so then with this one, it was like, okay, the last one wasn't because it was a super fancy picture. And this one just seems like a picture that you would take traveling with your friends. It doesn't seem like a catfish picture, you know, like that it's too over the top.
That's what I loved about it, you know, searching through the
was
stock photos.
Like 5 hours later.
Like this one looks
found
really
my fake husband.
No, I was like, babe, which fake person do you want to be? This guy or this guy? And he's like, well, like
if I had to choose. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, hit me with the next one. I'm gonna say it's real because
or is it? Maybe I just chose all catfish because I didn't have time to ask people for their permission, but
yeah, but maybe you're just trying to pretend that that's true to psych me out now.
Am I? Vicky.
Oh, this is so much harder than my mystery shows. That's probably why I didn't like that movie. Okay, come on. This is please tell me that. Okay, give me an actor on top of it. You make this game too difficult.
This is fun. I'm enjoying.
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
Hit me.
This is Marcus James.
Or is it?
Or is it? Yeah, this handsome guy, you know, is my cousin. He's my cousin. He's an actor. He's 35. Yeah, I don't see him very often, only when we used to have Christmas dinners together as a family. Otherwise, he's off doing his acting stuff in the UK or in LA.
Oh my gosh. Failure is on the horizon. I would just like everybody to know that I lost the circle guessing game of catfish as well. So, okay. What is his favorite food? Seems to be helping me along with the other ones, figuring it out. So tell me.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting what? A different result.
Yeah.
Was that Einstein? Anyways.
I thought it was the character in Scream. I don't know. Oh wait, no, he said something about we all go a little crazy sometimes.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what his favorite food is.
Interesting.
We're not very close.
But close enough that you have one of his headshots?
Yeah. Totally.
When was the last time you saw him in person?
Oh, that would have been years ago because we haven't had like the full family dinner. Well, there's COVID, 2020. I don't know, a long time. Yeah.
How often do you keep in touch? Do you communicate with him at all? When was the last time that you talked to him, even though you didn't see him in person?
Not very often. So we're not the closest cousins because he's older than me. But, my mom used to tell me a lot about him that, oh, you have a cousin in the Lion King, in the UK.
So he's a dancer.
I guess he can dance. I never saw his show. So
I don't know if I feel less confident with your answers this time, but you could just be playing me. You're trying to trick me. I'm just gonna sit here for a couple minutes and try and
take it away.
Feel it out. What is okay, I already said that. Another question that I could ask.
What movies is he? Why am I helping you?
Okay, go for it. Tell me. What's he in?
I don't know.
Any Netflix originals?
No, I don't think so. I should have researched this before. He is in Game of Thrones.
Really? Oh wait, that would give it away.
He's in Game of Thrones.
Of course, not a
main. He wasn't a main character, but one of those on like the sidelines. Yeah. And he died pretty quickly.
Well, I feel like I didn't see it, but a lot of people talked about how there were a lot of deaths in the show frequently. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't care if I get it wrong. I'm gonna say that this is not your cousin.
He's my cousin.
Shrink down.
He's my cousin.
No. Ah.
Yeah, so he actually was. I didn't even know. Like, it's true.
You didn't know he was your cousin?
I didn't know he was in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
like
that's a twist. Oh my gosh. Well played.
I know. I
knew
I
ever done so bad. I'm just glad that I'm already married so that I don't have to go into like in the Netflix movie Love Hard, where they're like texting and like with the dating app. And is it the person who is like, is this the actual profile or is it not? Like
you never know.
Obviously, based on today, I would not do good with that game. The
I
game of
know.
life.
And he had a more natural picture. I had to Google him and find him online to get his photos. And I'm like, this one looks the most like a stock photo. So I'm gonna go with this one.
No offense.
And,
well, I mean, it's not offensive to look like a stock photo, but in the game of catfish, if you look like a stock photo, that you're the catfish.
Exactly. So yeah. So like I didn't really know him well, like, but growing up, because I was like really into acting as a kid, my mom would be like, yeah, you have a cousin who was in The Lion King. And then randomly I was watching Game of Thrones and I was like, wait, this guy looks familiar. Like Marcus, like I didn't even know he was in game. I was like, what? And I got excited, like, oh my gosh, my cousin is in Game of Thrones. I know we're not close, but still, like I'm like close to fame in a way. And then he like died in like like a minute.
And like, there he goes.
I'm disappointed. But and then I think last year he was in a Lifetime movie with Vivica Fox, and we were all excited for him. We all came together and like watched on TV. Yeah, that was cool.
Like a little watch party.
Yeah, everyone was excited. Like, yeah, oh my gosh, Yeah.
So, can we expect an interview with Marcus James on your podcast?
I don't know, maybe. That'd be a good idea, but I guess famous people are like hard to like get in touch with, right? Like, I don't know.
Very true. Be like,
yeah.
Let me check my calendar.
Yeah.
Let me pencil you in for 5 years from now.
Right? Or if you become like somewhat famous, then maybe I'll consider it. No, but he's really nice. So maybe if I ask, maybe he will. So yeah.
There you go, Marcus, please. Do that.
Please come on my podcast.
But that makes me really curious though, to know the sort of activity that we did today. Like, is that something that we can expect to hear on your little mini series podcast, or what will your mini series be focusing on?
Okay, so my mini series podcast is called The Ultimate Guide to Fluency with Netflix. So a lot of people, text me on Instagram or DM me, the official word, on Instagram, and they ask me like, how does that work? Do I just watch a show and, you ask me questions on the show? How does it work? So I decided, okay, I'll create a guide, like a very detailed guide going into how you can learn with Netflix by yourself. We all hear the stories of people who, I became fluent from watching Friends.
That is how I became fluent, everybody.
Oh, Friends reference. I know you love that. So yeah. We hear that a lot. Like a lot of English learners all about Friends. I honestly
actually do roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, and you did nothing else. Like that's all you did. You just watched the series.
Right, exactly.
Sannie, let's hear if that is really how it's done.
It's always suspicious, right? Like, okay, it's like another
catfish.
Yes. We're on the same like wavelength or whatever. Like
totally.
So I'm just always suspicious, like that's all you did, just sat there. And like I've tried it, like I'm learning French and Spanish and Japanese. Why? I don't know. But like
you definitely know why. If you're learning those three, well, not specifically those three languages, but three languages, there's a reason. You just don't do it to do it. Maybe you want to watch Friends in those languages.
No. Definitely not. No. I was really happy when Friends left Netflix. But
Oh my gosh, did you hear that? It hurts. It physically hurt.
I love you, Vicky.
I was just happy that 2020 we still had it in Spain. So I was like,
or like,
okay,
you're
this
like
year
good.
is gonna be livable.
I will survive.
Yeah.
I will survive. Okay. What was I talking about?
You were talking about your miniseries podcast, my friend.
Right. So I don't buy the whole, yeah, I just watched the series and I became fluent. There's a lot more involved, but there's always also space to like make it yours, because when it comes to language learning, there's no one way up the mountain. Like there's no one way to fluency. Every single person is different and we all learn in our own different ways. Like for me, like I'll just like dive deep into like learning something. Like last year I took a human design reading, and with Jessica, you should check it out. Anyways, and I like dive deep. I became like obsessed with human design, and like December 31st I was just like in it for like days, and then after I'm just like, yeah, I know everything, I'm good. Whereas other people, like they need to be more consistent, and so you have to really figure out your style, test, experiment. So when I created this framework, the binge building fluency framework, I wanted to give some guidance, but not too much that you felt restricted, like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that, because that's not fun. And language learning should be fun. Yeah, exactly. So it's coming out on January 22nd, 2022. Woohoo!
That was actually meant for later, but I felt like it was a perfect moment.
Yay. Which apparently is the human design new year. So I was just like, okay.
I was like, perfect for you then.
Perfect. And so yeah, I'm launching my newsletter. So if you're on my newsletter, you get first dibs on my mini series podcast, and then also a free workshop. So maybe you listen to the podcast and you're like, I have some questions, Sannie, I'm not sure exactly how do I do this. Then we're going to have a workshop where we're going to actually practice with a clip from a Netflix show. Yeah, and you can ask me all the questions there. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I feel like some people might want to know a little bit more about maybe like what Netflix series you might recommend for them. So that links well with round 2. Where we're not going to play a game. We're going to put Sannie on the spot, and I'm going to turn on the light too. There. And on round 2, there was light. So yeah, with round 2, we're going to do a little Dear Sannie, where I'm going to read some letters that people have written to Sannie. Fake letters, real letters. Well, you will be the judge of that.
The world may never know.
No catfish here. They're all fake. And then you, Sannie, are going to recommend a Netflix original for that person to dig into. Okay, so first letter. Dear Sannie, the love of my life, or at least the person who I thought was the love of my life, tears streaming down the face emoji, has left me for someone else. I just want to wallow in misery for the next week or so, then I'll get back to regularly scheduled programming. Do you have any tear jerkers you can recommend to tide me over for the next week? Signed, Tearful Couch Potato.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear about your breakup, Tearful Couch Potato. Love your name. Well, for me, actually, the saddest Netflix original I've ever watched is called Hi Bye Mama. It's a Korean drama. I
Sounds really
know.
savvy.
It's about a lady. She was pregnant and she was in a car accident. She died, but her baby survived. And so, but because she died so suddenly, she didn't move on to the afterlife. So she basically followed her baby around and her husband as a ghost. And she had to watch as her husband met another woman, and basically the child is calling that other woman mom instead of her, and a bunch of other really sad, depressing stuff. I cried almost every episode.
I feel like this would be perfect for tearful couch potato.
Yeah, yeah, it's like sad.
Just like watching the relationship move on, and
you're just there and you
Yeah.
can't do anything. That's the most. It was also frustrating if you want to feel frustrated.
right.
It works. But of course, I know maybe you want to, not maybe, you do want to practice your English. So I have one that maybe Vicky would not agree with, and it's A Haunting of Bly Manor. Like, I know it's supposed to be like scary, but I don't think it's that scary. It's really, the story is really good. There is love. If you like, you want to feel a bit of love. I cried at the end. Yes, it's a love story. I know it's like a haunting and there's some scary bits, but it's mostly a love story. And just seeing the relationship evolve. It's about this lady who moved to, I don't want to give any spoilers.
No
back
spoilers.
in the day, I don't remember which time, maybe the 70s or 80s, and she moved to the UK, and she became a nanny for some kids in this manor, really fancy manor. But a lot of creepy stuff is happening. Like, she'll be talking to the little girl and the little girl is looking at somebody else and nodding. So there's something strange going on in this house. People just,
maybe it's the mom from the other movie.
Maybe.
Crossover.
That'd be epic. There should be like a language, because a Korean and an English show crossover never been
I didn't even think of that part.
Yeah. But it does, so there are some creepy bits, but it does evolve into a really nice love story.
Okay. We will take your word on it until we watch it ourselves and can give our own opinion.
Don't talk too much, Sannie.
That is true, or that is not sad at all.
Right.
Okay, next letter. Dear Sannie, these last years have been ... no words. I just want to escape, but since I can't really travel right now to do that, what type of Netflix original will help distract me from the drama that is life? Give me something that will make me smile while I disappear into a world of Netflix originals. Sincerely, get me out of here.
I love it. Oh my gosh, get me out of here. I am gonna get you out of here, boo. Don't you worry. Sannie's gonna hook you up. I'm crazy. But okay. The first series that comes to mind is the world's most amazing vacation rentals. Like, if you're in that travel mood and you want to, you can't travel, but you want to experience that feeling, it's perfect. It's lighthearted, it's fun, it's entertaining. I loved seeing the different places they go to. Yeah, it's really cool. There's something for everyone. Each episode is based on a different theme. Like, they had a paranormal theme for one episode. I'm just troubling Vicky because I know she doesn't like I feel scary
like
shows.
Today was brought to you by Ghost.
Like, getting my revenge for all the Friends stuff you
you can never top all of those. But you can try, my friend.
But they also have like other episodes like cabin life or like winter or like, yeah, there's something for every kind of vacation.
That's
Other
perfect.
travel, you could try
Uh-oh.
okay, Emily in Paris. If you want to go to Paris, if you're like, maybe
I
you're, yeah.
I know that most people probably think that I would love Emily in Paris because I'm studying French, and
I was about to
it
say
just
that, like maybe you're
seems,
learning French and you
yeah, it seems
like,
like a show that I would like, but I haven't been able to get into it. I watched almost one episode, and yeah, but a lot of people
mm,
really, really like it. So I might have to give it another try.
I think that's me with The Crown. I can't get through episode 1 of The Crown. I'm
Isn't that
sorry.
weird? I think maybe it's the hype that does it for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's why I
I got
try to
into
watch shows
Friends
before.
before I knew about hype. Like nobody was talking
Right,
about it and stuff.
right.
I just liked their haircut. Just wanted my Rachel. Like that's it.
Rachel.
I cut my own bangs when Monica cut bangs. Like,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah. So Emily in Paris is good. Or if you're feeling darker, no, I'm not gonna go there. Emily in Paris.
They want to escape. They don't want to be sucked into the gloom.
I
Please,
mean,
Sonny.
there is like, okay, I'm sorry, but have you ever heard of dark tourism? Like people who
No.
travel but they don't want to do the happy stuff like lay on the beach or stuff. They want to do they want to visit like graveyards and go to haunted
Oh,
houses
okay.
or like
Well, okay.
depressing stuff.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I've done some ghost tours like in St. Augustine, Florida. Highly recommend
Okay.
it. Very fun.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can
So what
check
is
out
this
dark.
dark recommendation?
Oh, dark tourist.
Don't
So
that's
like don't
what
leave
it's
me
called.
hanging. Like, literally that very creative and like
Yeah, they really had to think outside the box for that one.
yeah.
All right, the last letter. Dear Sunny, hi, it's Vicky, and I just want a really good romantic movie, something lovey-dovey that my husband will roll his eyes at just before he falls asleep and snores through the rest of it. Got anything of that nature that you could recommend? Love, me, the person
What
who's talking
about
to you right now.
oh Vicky. What
This
about
one might be
love?
real.
It's definitely real. I'm
Debatable.
definitely
Now that Friends is gone, I need something else. Tell me what I can do.
what about love, death, and robots? I'm just joking.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. What is
It's
it
like
romantic at all?
it says
You're
some of
laughing.
them.
You're like, I dare you to watch it and then give me your review.
It's like it's like okay, it's a series, but it's like Black Mirror. Like every episode is like a different kind of storyline. So some episodes are more death, some are more love, and some are more robots, and some are like a combination. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know.
That's funny.
So it's just like a different take if you have like a darker side that you want to explore. But of course, like if you want something really romantic, a movie would be we you mentioned it earlier, Love Hard. I really I like that one. I know Netflix doesn't have like the best romantic shows, but they're getting there. So Love
They're
Hard,
trying.
which is based on Catfish, another catfish scenario. There is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I thought that
Oh my gosh,
trilogy,
yes. I actually did. One of a friend recommended those, and I was like,
it's really good.
and then I like binged them like they were going out of style.
Yeah, I
So,
like that. I don't know
so
why
good.
I like the teen romance drama or genre, but yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe the last, if you want a series, ooh, you have Dash and Lily, which is like a
Oh,
Christmas one if you want to
ugh.
feel festive. Also a teen teen romance genre, and Bridgerton. So if you love Shonda Rhimes and if you love her Grey's Anatomy shows,
Oh, I did really
Scandal,
like that
I think
in
she
the
did how
beginning.
to In the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, for like the first 8 seasons, the last 20 seasons I haven't got yet, but I don't even know how many seasons they're up to, but
I think they're on season 19 and I think
okay,
they
so
might
I
just
was
do the
not that
20.
far off.
Yeah, yeah. Like it just will not die. But,
even though the characters get killed off, they come back.
they come back, right? Like, yeah.
They're a ghost. They're back in the real world.
Real world. There's actually a reality series called Real World, which you just reminded me of, but it's not on Netflix, so
I was
never
gonna
mind.
Say, like the MTV one from back in the day.
MTV one, yeah.
Well, I feel like except for the circle not being interactive, it had a bit of Real World-esque to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Big Brother, like all of those things kind of play off of each other.
True. I think Real World and I think Big Brother, whichever one came first, or like
I think Real World came first.
Real World. I guess that would be like the original, the OG, the holy grail of all reality TV shows that came after.
Was OG one of the acronyms that Ooh. Is it time for the bonus round?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
I love that.
So actually, because we were talking about the circle, and that is something that came up because they communicate with their cell phones a lot, and you see the little things they like show you what they're typing into the phone, and sometimes they'll put some acronyms in there, and I'm not very good with acronyms, as Sannie knows. So we thought it'd be fun to end with what acronyms does Vicky know? Or does she remember? I have 3 that for you.
Okay.
So I'll tell those first, and then you can show us yours.
Let's see if I can do it.
So my first one, I'll just type it in the chat. And then this one throws me for a loop every time, but because I live in Spain.
Tia, like
yeah, because if somebody texts you TIA, you're like, hey, Tia.
Tia.
And so I'm like, and so then my brain just can't think of what
it is,
words it could be.
I don't even know what it is. Really? I don't even have a context to like go by.
Okay, so if somebody texts you a sentence and they said, hey, could you help me out with this TIA?
Ooh. TIA. Could you help me out with this TIA? Oh
my gosh, am I gonna stump you?
Yeah, you're gonna stump me. This is revenge for like round 1 with the captain.
Where I was demolished.
Could you help me with this tiny initial assignment? I'm gonna go with that. Tiny initial.
Gonna lock it in. Final answer. Thanks in advance.
Oh, that makes sense. I totally knew that. I just got it wrong, so just to see if you knew that.
And I only knew it because I wrote it in my notes, because I knew once I saw it, I would forget what it meant, which is exactly what happened.
What?
This next one I have never seen as an acronym before, but I was just Googling some. And so I thought, oh, this is funny. So it's oops, I just deleted it instead of XWP. And to give you like a hopefully helpful hint, little tongue twister there. It's a TV show. Like there were a bunch of acronyms for TV shows. And yes, the letter F is considered an acronym for Friends. And I was like, if you just set somebody the letter F, how on earth are they going to guess? I'm watching.
F? Do you mean like F you? Like, Friends? Oh, you're telling me to F off?
Yeah, like you got to be real careful if you just have one letter acronyms, just
But like
throwing those out there.
X, like which TV show starts with X? I don't even have that many words in my vocabulary that start with X.
This is
Xylophone,
not on Netflix.
X-ray.
Well, I don't think it's on Netflix. It probably airs in reruns somewhere, but it no longer think New Zealand actress. I think she was from New Zealand. I don't know when it was popular. I'm going to say the 90s, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
Maybe I won't get it. No idea.
Apparently you didn't watch. You're like, anything from the 90s, I didn't watch. Maybe you're too young. Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh my God.
Did you never watched Xena?
No. Who the F is Xena?
Wait, did you say F like friends or?
You don't know.
It's a mystery. Every time somebody writes the letter F in a capital letter now. Okay, now this one is an oldie but a goodie.
Okay.
This one you'll know.
I feel like I went too easy on you. Like all of mine are like really easy. Okay, ASAP. Finally, something I know.
I feel like ASAP doesn't get used as much as it used to. And I think we need to bring it back.
We need to bring it back.
We need to bring back
true.
the
I don't really use that as often. True. As soon as possible. Yay.
All right, share your screen. Let's see how I do.
Okay, let's do this. Share my screen with Vicky. Okay, Marcus. Okay.
That background music was brought to you by Sannie. You can sign up for copies on Spotify or I don't even
no. No. Okay.
Oh. Well, it's not shut the front door, so
yeah.
I'll have to make sure to mark on YouTube, not kid friendly.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. We are never kid friendly. So we love kids, but
yeah,
watch other shows.
So the first is STFU.
Well, I guess this F also does not mean friends.
Right.
I'm gonna say without saying, but I'll say shut the F up.
Right. You got it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
But I have to say, I've never used this one. And I wonder if when people use it, are they like when we say, oh, shut the front door, like you use it in shock, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. Or are you actually like angrily messaging somebody and be like, don't talk to me anymore?
It can be anyone. It can be either one. Yeah. It's just, the context is everything.
Context is everything with acronyms. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yes. ROFL, we can go down.
Yeah. ROFL is, well, I was going to say rolling on the floor laughing, but would that?
It's correct.
Is it?
It is. I gave you all the easy ones. And you tortured me with like
the next one, I don't know.
Xena Warrior Princess.
That's because one, I don't think it's a legit one. And so I found that really funny. And two, I sensed you wouldn't know it. So I also
when would I even use that? Like,
if you're like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I can't go out tonight. I'm watching, what was it?
XWP.
Like I have to think it out. I clearly don't use it very much.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, okay. Rolling on floor laughing. I don't use that one. I just say LOL a lot.
For me, it depends. Like if it's just like regular laugh, it's like LOL. Like sometimes I write LOL. I think it's funny, but I don't actually laugh. Just like LOL, but my face is like deadpan. Like, but I think it's amusing.
I prefer the crying emojis.
I love the crying
rolling on the floor
emoji.
laughing.
I love emojis,
Yeah.
and I lost what I was thinking about, so just move on.
I speak more in emojis than I do in acronyms.
You could do well on the circle. I feel like the people on the circle memorize like how to describe emojis, because some of them they're like, okay, laughing, crying emoji, this kind of. I'm just like, how do you know like the name?
I found that part really funny. Yeah. LMK. Oh, let me know.
You let me know. Oh my God.
I did not have it, and then it came to me.
It's because I talk too much. Maybe I like gave you inspiration.
You probably said it and you didn't even notice.
Okay. IMHO.
This one is in my honest opinion. I think you've used this one with me before.
Oh, darn it. Why did I use so many acronyms with you? Like, you're like
you were trying to teach me them, because I was like, what does this one mean? Because you put like YT, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's YouTube.
You don't know Xena Warrior Princess, but you can find her on YT. Look for clips there.
Right. IMHO, in my humble opinion or honest opinion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in my humble opinion. Or honest. Yeah. Okay.
FWIW.
Oh, for what it's worth.
Oh my God, I thought you wouldn't get that
one. Literally just came to me.
Vicky, I hate you so much.
Because I was thinking like for the win and and yeah, and it just I'm in the zone now that I lost everything else.
Yeah, like you can't go home empty-handed. You gotta have some fine. Fair enough. And the last one, I feel like you get that. Easy peasy.
I feel like it's never mind, but I don't really understand why. Like, why don't they just say NM?
I don't know, or but then it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be so obvious. NVM makes sense because you need the V.
You need
because it could be like never mind. It could be like I don't know, but you know that's just how it is.
You have no explanation for why.
I didn't invent this. You know?
I just use them.
Right.
Now, of all of these, which ones do you use the most?
Ooh, I think I use ROFL. Yeah,
really,
the most. That's what I was saying. Like, it's like LOL, and then LMAO is the next level, and then ROFL. Yeah, so I have like my levels, and then if it's ROFL, like I'm actually laughing. Or DWL, that's my other one.
Now I know that if you send me like LOL, not funny, Vicky.
It's probably funny, but just
all of those friends gifts. That's why they were only LOLs. Secrets out. Now everybody knows.
Should have kept my mouth shut. STFU, Sannie.
I didn't say it. You said it to yourself. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, this was such a blast. Okay, well, it's become dark over here in Spain. We've had so much fun here. Well, at least I have. I don't know if you had fun, but
I did.
I had an absolute blast. So, yeah, thanks so much for ringing in the new year with me. With a little Netflix fun, or Netflix inspired fun, I should say. And I hope that people just see that even if it's a show you don't like The Circle, there's still a lot of value that can be found in it, and a lot of off the screen activities that you could do to just play around with the language. And yeah, so that is all from both of us, and be sure to check out the links that I'll include in the description so you can sign up to get at the top of the list for Sannie's podcast. And if you do nothing else today, please go and have fun with your language learning. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye.